Hi everyone. Today I will teach you about electromagnetic spectrum. What is electromagnetic spectrum and what is the broader classification in which energy is classified. So I have already told you the whole universe is composed of energy and plus matter. There is nothing except this. Energy and matter. E and M. And this can be converted into each other by equation E is equal to mc square, famous equation of Einstein. Okay, when energy accompanies matter, process occurs, and all process you are studying here in your scientific studies. Now come to this point, energy. This energy is in form of electromagnetic radiation. Electromagnetic radiation. What is electromagnetic radiation? It's one type of wave. It's one type of wave. And so, for example, if sun ray is coming on the earth, it is coming in form of EM wave. Okay, and similarly, if light ray is coming from tube light to the whole room, if some bulb is there and the whole room is illuminated with this bulb, then what form of this visible light is coming in the whole room? It is coming in form of EM wave. EM wave is nothing but composed of electric and magnetic vectors. That I am not going to discuss here, that you can learn in higher classes. I just want to tell you that energy in the universe is present in form of electromagnetic radiation, and now we are just focusing on the classification of electromagnetic radiation. How many types of electromagnetic radiations are observed and how they are classified. So now we are classifying the electromagnetic spectrum. Very important. So EM spectrum. EM spectrum. So first is radio, TV wave, then comes microwave, then comes infrared, then comes visual, then comes ultraviolet, then comes X-ray, then comes gamma ray. So here the frequency is increasing. What is the difference? Actually, all electromagnetic radiations are same nature. They have same property. But due to varying frequency, their appearance and effect varies. For example, suppose if you talk about the EM spectrum in visual range, so this visual range EM spectrum have wavelength of 4000 angstrom to 8000 angstrom, and this electromagnetic radiation is perceived by your eyes. This radiations, when falls on the light, you can perceive it. On the same way, if you go near a heated pan, you feel the heat radiation, but you cannot see this radiation. Heat radiation you cannot see, but you can feel by your skin. So infrared radiation is sensitive to skin. Visible radiation is sensitive to eyes. And these radiations, X-ray, gamma ray, ultraviolet little bit you can perceive, but X-ray and gamma ray you cannot perceive by your normal senses. Have you ever gone to make your X-ray? The X-ray technician tells you, okay, X-ray is done, but you never feel how it is happened when the X-ray is happened. The same way, X-ray rays fall on your body, but you cannot perceive. Same way, gamma ray. Similarly, if you see the TV and radio and TV wave, FM signals are present all over the surrounding, but we never perceive. But when we put a FM radio, the signal will perceived in form of song. So mainly infrared, visible, ultraviolet, microwave. It has microwave, ultraviolet, little bit perception, but infrared, visible, it is mainly perceived by skin and eyes. So what is the difference in between these radiations? Actually, they are basically the same. The difference is of the frequency. So this is lowest frequency. If you talk about this radio wave, it is of lowest frequency and highest wavelength. Then comes microwave, its frequency is slightly higher. Then it is increasing continuously. Visible much thicker, ultraviolet much more thicker, then X-ray it is just like, and gamma ray. So the frequency is increasing. And in contrast, wavelength decreasing. Here wavelength is much higher. Here wavelength is shorter. Here wavelength is much shorter. Here much shorter, and so on. So all electromagnetic radiations have similar properties, but their appearance and impact will vary, depends upon frequency. High frequency waves are hazardous to health. You cannot take X-ray or gamma ray like sun bath. You are in winter season, you are just taking sunlight for hours. Nothing happens to your skin. But if you take X-ray for 1 hour or gamma ray for 1 hour, you will get disease. Your skin will spoil. You will so many carcinogenic diseases may induce in your body. These are, and lower wavelength, they are harmless. So I model it like it's just like a spring. The spring is same. It has a normal length. Suppose if you compress the spring, the frequency becomes higher. If you elongate the spring, the frequency becomes lower. The elongated spring has lower frequency and compressed spring has higher frequency. And this is normal length. So you can tell the normal spring is in between EM spectrums. The higher spectrums of EM spectrum is a compressed spring which has a higher frequency, and these higher frequency waves are hazardous to health. They interact with the body and they harm the body. If more exposure can be done, that's why the X-ray is done for a second, for maximum for 10 seconds, 15 seconds, not more than that. And similarly, gamma ray, this radioactivity waves, these are used for cancer treatments. So there for cancer treatment is okay, but in normal body, if you expose to gamma ray, the body will induce so many diseases. And radio waves, microwave, infrared wave, these are present naturally all where, but they are not impacting to add any adversely to your health effect. So all the spectrum of all the EM spectrum can be classified like a normal spring, compressed spring, and elongated spring. Elongated spring means low wavelength like radio wave, microwave, infrared, so on, and normal wavelength, visible, infrared, ultraviolet, in between band. And higher band, they can be treated as higher frequency or compressed spring. The spring is same, but depending upon their frequency, their nature, their appearance, their impact varies. So typical values of EM spectrum, wavelength and frequency values are given like that. Suppose, so as I told you, all EM spectrum is like a spring, either compressed or elongated. So you see here, this radio and TV wave, it has a frequency of, in hertz I am telling, it has a frequency of 10 to the power 4 hertz. Then 10 power 4, 10 power 6, 10 power 8, 10 power 10, 10 power 12, up to 10 power 20. Gamma ray frequency, it is very high. It goes up to a 10 power 20 range. And it's a power, you note down, it's a power. So it seems that only 12 to 20, but it's multiple times. Power increases the value drastically. 10 is 10, 10 square is 100, 10 cube is 1000. The same way, 10 power 20 is very high figure. So this, it means what? The gamma ray, X-ray, these are high frequency EM waves. And that's why I'm calling them a highly compressed spring. Correct? Similarly, in medium range, where the visible range, infrared, ultraviolet, microwave, these rays, these are, I treat it as a normal spring, neither elongated nor compressed. And lower side, radio wave, TV wave, microwave we are using in our house, radio and TV wave, the telecast, what EM wave they are using for radio and TV signal telecast, that is radio and TV wave. So here the frequency is very low and wavelength is very high. So I treat it as a elongated spring. The same spring, when elongated, it comes in lower region, and the same spring when compressed, it comes in higher region. So basic nature of all electromagnetic band is same, but because of this frequency variation, their nature changes. Nature changes means what? Frequency variation changes the nature of EM wave. Means what? If frequency becomes high, it is dangerous to human life, like X-ray and gamma ray. If in between range, it is very useful to human life, like your sun ray, visible lights, infrared for cooking, heating, even microwave also you are using in your kitchen, and ultraviolet rays are using in industrial signal processing. PM tubes, some PM tubes may detect ultraviolet rays and process the signal for measurement purpose, but not good for skin, ultraviolet. And radio and TV wave for entertainment purpose, for radio and TV signal transmission. Microwaves are also used for mobile communication. Where mobile to mobile communication, they uses this microwave region EM wave. So EM spectrum, the EM wave is basically the same, but due to varying nature, their characteristic and their impact on human life varies, totally varies. You cannot see gamma ray by any of your physical senses, 5 senses. You can sense visible range by your eyes. You can sense infrared by your skin. Okay, but these lower side EM waves and higher side EM waves cannot perceive through your normal physical senses, what is provided by nature to your life. So this is the basic concept of EM spectrum. And this EM spectrum, in the last class what I have told, when at metal plate a certain EM wave falls, suppose its frequency is mu, so it may eject electrons. Depends upon frequency. If frequency is not sufficiently high, it cannot eject. Depends upon its work function of metal. So if work function of metal is high frequency EM wave is required to eject the electron. you can see my last video. There I have explained what is work function, how the electrons are ejected out of the metal surface. So if EM wave falls on a metal surface and frequency is sufficiently high to eject the electron outside the metal surface in the air, this phenomena is called photoelectric emission. So today I conclude my lecture up to this EM spectrum only, and the next lecture I will discuss this photoelectric emission. So thank you very much, and coming 2021, I hope it will be good for all of you, and I just request you to subscribe my channel so that I can put more videos for your help, and it enhances my knowledge also. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.